What if I told you that every breath you take, every step you walk, every dream you imagine, was only possible because Earth survived 5 near apocalypses that could have erased life forever? From fiery beginnings to near total destruction, our planet has been tested again and again. So the real question is, how did our fragile blue world go from a ball of molten rock to the only known planet filled with life? Here's the truth. Most of us live day to day without realizing just how unlikely it is that Earth exists the way it does today. If the sun had burned even slightly hotter, there would be no oceans. If asteroids had struck at the wrong time, there would be no mammals. If volcanoes had erupted just a little longer, maybe no humans. We think of Earth as permanent and stable, but in reality, it's a survivor of chaos. And once you see that, it changes everything. Because if life itself can rise from fire, ice, poison, and extinction, then so can we. The key insight is this: Earth's history isn't just geology, it's resilience in motion. Every catastrophe didn't end the story. It rewrote it. So today, let's travel through time, racing through 4.5 billion years of cosmic drama in just a few minutes. By the end, you'll see Earth not as a rock we live on, but as a character, a fighter that keeps bouncing back no matter what. Our story begins 4.5 billion years ago, in an age of fire and fury. Earth was born in violence, a ball of molten rock swirling around a young sun. A Mars-sized planet slammed into us, shattering rock into space, and from that chaos, our moon was born. Back then, Earth's surface was an ocean of lava, temperatures soaring into the thousands of degrees. To us, it would have looked like hell. But after millions of years of torrential rains, oceans formed, cooling the surface. And in those waters, the recipe for life began to brew. Out of destruction came the foundation for water, and eventually, for life itself. Around 4 billion years ago, the first sparks of life appeared. Deep beneath the oceans, at hydrothermal vents rich with minerals, simple cells may have taken form. For billions of years, Earth was ruled by nothing more than microbes. They seemed insignificant, but they were quietly reshaping the planet. One group learned to capture sunlight, inventing photosynthesis. Their waste product? Oxygen. At first, oxygen was deadly. It poisoned most early life. But what seemed like a disaster became the fuel that would power everything to come. Sometimes what looks like the end is really the beginning. Then came the rise of monsters and mass extinctions. Around 600 million years ago, complex life exploded in the seas. The Cambrian period unleashed bizarre new creatures: trilobites, giant sea scorpions, armored fish. Plants crawled onto land. Insects took flight. Amphibians evolved into reptiles. But Earth has a way of testing life. During the Permian period, volcanic eruptions scorched forests, oceans turned toxic, and temperatures soared. 90% of all species died. It was the Great Dying, the closest life has ever come to being erased. And yet, against the odds, life endured. From that devastation rose a new era, the reign of the dinosaurs. For 180 million years, they ruled land, sea, and sky. Some stretched longer than buses, others sprouted feathers and glided through the air, becoming the ancestors of today's birds. Mammals existed too, but only as tiny, shrew-like creatures hiding in the shadows. Then, 66 million years ago, disaster struck again. A 6-mile-wide asteroid slammed into what is now Mexico. The skies filled with ash, sunlight disappeared, oceans boiled, and the age of dinosaurs ended in fire. But once again, the story didn't stop. The asteroid cleared the stage, and mammals stepped into the spotlight. From that moment, our ancestors began to thrive. Mammals grew larger, evolving into elephants, whales, wolves, and eventually primates. Around 300,000 years ago, a blink of an eye in Earth's history, Homo sapiens emerged. From the discovery of fire to the building of cities to walking on the moon, humans became the storytellers of Earth. But here's the twist. For the first time, we now hold the power once reserved for asteroids and volcanoes. We can destroy, or we can protect. Earth's future isn't just written by chance anymore, it's written by us. If this journey through time blew your mind, make sure you subscribe, because we've only scratched the surface. On this channel, history isn't just dates and facts. It's a story you'll never forget. And if you want to keep going right now, check out my video on the biggest extinction events that nearly erased life, linked here. But before you go, let me ask you, if you could witness any moment in Earth's 4.5 billion-year history, which would you choose? The birth of the moon? The age of the dinosaurs? The first humans? Drop your answer in the comments. I'll be reading them all, because the truth is, Earth's greatest story is still being written, and we are the authors.